Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. I'm OP, and in today's episode we will be going over some of the best highlights from the losers round 1 matchup between Team BDS and SK Gaming. Without further adu, let's dive straight into the action.
Two teams, your season can end on the 26th of August 2023, and you can be left waiting 4.5 months before you get to see a competitive game of League of Legends again. Certus hit with the root caller, immediately rooted up as well. And that Talia buried under the rocks that she loves so much already by BDS.
Not a great start for SK.
Incredible for BDS. Nature's Grass coming out as well. Certus looking for some damage, lands the root, the knockback, as well as DOS comes in with the quickness. Adam locked down at 400 HP as Irrelevant keeps him at bay, and immediately Sheo is the first to fall. SK find the kill. The Rift Herald secured though by BDS. The eye still sits there, and I don't think anyone from BDS is going to take a trip in to try and pick it up. Flash forward from Marcoon into the knockup. Adam will get the Rift Herald in exchange for his support. Alive, a good knockback though with the Emperor's Divine means there's a 1-for-1 trade so far. DOS dashes away. Adam trying to come in to see if there's anything more to be found here in the mid lane, but DOS will once again use that battle dance to escape.
I think the overall play is...
Anyway. Oh, we got
look, can you really hit that? Yeah. Come on. Come on.
It's a lot of sense why we're seeing a very slow game. There's a lot of weight for these players. It would mean a lot to be able to have the opportunity.
Good jump away from Irrelevant. Flash forward from Labrov. They're investing a lot into making sure that this Gnar goes nowhere. Nuke gets his second kill of the game.
Oh, I needed to flash the hook there. Did Irrelevant. Not sure if Labrov would have anyway, but I don't think he would have. So maybe SK looking to fight back a bit here.
True-shot barrage comes down. There's the charm, there's the quickness, there's the Weaver's Wall as well, and Adam is locked up in here alongside Labrov. Labrov will fall first, so all out comes out from Adam. The exhaust goes down, but already X-Kick has fallen as well as Adam gets another knockback, another trigger seed, and another bit of healing to boot. They just can't take down this Cassante as BDS clean it up.
I mean, Marcoon can't really move, can he? It's surprising.
The front line for BDS makes it so tricky for SK to approach.
Oh, this redemption again. It's just healing BDS, sustaining them through this fight. Look at Marcoon, though.
There's the Nature's Grass. Crowny's rooted, cleanses. Featherstorm out as well, X-Kick rooted as well. As BDS look for a re-engage, can't quite find it.
Oh, Labrov.
Great knockback onto Labrov. The depth charge coming across the wall as well, and BDS have lost one. Nuke, Sheo, and Crowny seem to want to retreat. Adam was a little bit further forward than the rest.
Labrov that walks up and gets caught. Crowny doesn't have that ult now or the cleanse.
And Crowny locked up, knocked back with the seismic shove, and the shutdown goes over to the Maokai.
That's Baron.
That might just be a Baron, as you say. TP comes in from Irrelevant. Nuke has pushed in the top lane. Will BDS I don't think either team will come out of that and be like, oh, we have to change the entirety of drafts because we made that single mistake. Obviously, there may be adaptations as once again a small mistake is made. Labrov has no flash of his own. Knocked back with the seismic staff, and now the TP coming in from Adam. He's got to do Cassante things for 100 years as he pulls back Marcoon. Adam dashing back in already. A double kill for X-Kick, and now BDS only 3 members strong left to try and survive through this. Irrelevant has flash as Gnar. Will he go for any? Not saying they would have taken the series, but they could have evened it out at 2-2. SK now on the front foot. Only 1,000 gold between the two. A great Weaver's Wall, as you say. Adam locked on one side, LeBron tries to hook away. But there's just so much damage from SK. That's one. Adam able to dash, the redemption being used. Nuke with a good Emperor's Divine keeps Dawson Irrelevant at bay. And BDS have put some damage back into SK.
Good damage there from Nuke. You said earlier they're going to have to find a way to separate them. But now 4v4. DOS is on his way back from base. The Baron has been started.
Sheo has flash and smite as well. QSS on Crowny with cleanse. Mikhail's on cooldown. Redemption on cooldown.
Irrelevant has Mega and Flash. Adam goes in with the Pathfinder. Nuke's going to put a shoulder down to try and do a little bit more work, but the Baron already secured, and now Nuke has to jump away. Adam locked up with an R. The wallop to follow as well, and Adam is down. BDS running for the heals as SK look for the Ocean Drake.
SK are dissecting BDS. It's so perfect either. It's just Marcoon. Can he just flash in and steal it? I think it's just dead.
TP. It's already gone. The Ocean Soul secured. The Weaver's Wall behind now. It's Certus. Jumps into the battle. Irrelevant's going to get rooted up. The GA already propped Labrov with a stopwatch of his own. Nuke on the wrong side of this fight, but already they killed off Irrelevant, and now the hook just wide. X-Kick all on him to put the damage down now as he dashes across the wall. SK lose a player and have to fall back.
They waited too long for that Rabadon
distract SK. Pathfinder in. There's the all-out as well as Marcoon's pulled back. Hook onto Certus. The quickness coming out from DOS, but he's already down to half HP. An incredible charm from him onto Nuke as the exhaust has fallen as well. Certus will fall. The shutdown for BDS. DOS and X-Kick trying to retreat. The root caller will land, but it's only Sheo on the chase up towards that top side. The rest of BDS are pushing in the mid lane.
A single mistake from
Cuts
SK.
off in 30 seconds. They're going to have one more wave here. BDS get this inhibitor. SK might have to give. I think they might just have to agree to drop this one. But there's the Maokai ult.
And I think
BDS are going to keep going though.
A couple of roots. Unraveled Earth as well has been used. Adam on that front line. SK's poke doesn't really mean too much in the face of the Trigger Seed shields and the Ocean Soul as DOS almost hooked up. Labrov looked for him, couldn't quite find him. DOS trying to keep the wave away. There's the quickness, but DOS is now going to dash into them all. Already he's fallen. The Emperor's Divide will knock SK back. Adam goes all out as Irrelevant goes all the way to the grave alongside his compatriots. The Nexus Towers fall and BDS go 1-0 up.
BDS play the scaling game, and SK, they did so many steps right, but you make one mistake up against the Zai Ivern, and that's it. You lose every fight.
Okay. This is range. Okay. We've seen this from Humanoid. We also saw it in the LCK. I think it was recently, right?
BDD played it.
Faker played it. BDD played it. Yeah.
They're flashing for Certus.
Yeah, here they come.
Flash twist
He's suspicious, though.
Nuke is trying to path him that way. Certus flashes away. Bramble smash to get him back. The apprehend available, and first blood to BDS.
Adam classic. Marcoon going to try and dive bot here.
No flash on Crowny.
This is important.
They just hit level 3. That can actually be huge here. Cozy Campfire goes down. Good double knock from LeBron. Marcoon flashing forward. The DOS goes down first. It's an absolute bloodbath. And not in the way that SK were hoping. Extra gets 1, flashes away at 2 for 1 in the bottom lane in favor of BDS.
Oh, it's just a train wreck in the bot lane. SK, they tried to make the dive. The level up was crucial. Now Sheo making his way across.
I think X-Kick does die here, K-Draw. Use the E forward. Sheo doesn't need a flash. He's got a twisted advance. He makes his home in the trees. The dash forward, the dash back as X-Kick tries to escape. There's 2 red buffs on the enemy team. And X-Kick has no place to go. Sheo slams him into the dirt and
anyway, first Dragon likely going in favor of BDS. SK trying to challenge.
Oh, this could be good for SK.
Could be really good. Marcoon going in a 4v3 now in favor of SK. Crowny already down. Labrov trying to dance his way away. Nuke coming in from the side as well. Labrov has to flash. Sheo with a good knockback for heal for movement speed on DOS. Sheo though, twisted advance to a minion if he needs it instead.
The river, so Marcoon can look for an angle.
Flash stun.
It's got E as well. Could
flash stun
here now.
E, stun. No need to flash.
Said
Easy as that. SK get Irrelevant on the board. Just ghosting. Watching the stream somewhere else perhaps as he tries to trade in. Dashing away, Crowny going in with a killer instinct. Extra kick, you took a fight, you just can't win. They will be able to get their second dragon of the game. A trend for them across this series. Getting these early drakes, stacking them up. It's been SK trying to fight from behind when it comes to neutrals.
I mean, it's the same story, right? When BDS made the finals, we joked about how like they didn't lose a dragon in like 4 games. 5 members top now. They really want to secure this tower.
Buffett still has 6 though. DOS yet to hit that level 6. He's going to try and clear out these minions as Exegit jumps across the wall above with the quickness. Will get himself to a little bit of reprieve as Sheo steps forward. Rifthold yet to be put down. Marcoon still half the timer on that because he's been in combat recently. Now steps onto Sheo. Long-range Arcana pulse from Nuke. The Nature's Guard's coming out as well, and they're just trying to nuke down Marcoon, and they'll do exactly that. Irrelevant on the front line. Right of the Arcane hits 2. Get more damage, the more charges you hit as the flash away from DOS will get him to safety, but SK overforced there.
Support and mid really attacking the bot lane.
Crowny's still pushing in mid as well. You can see Certus is going to try and answer that. Tower goes down in the bottom lane. That's a tier 1 for BDS. They're looking to make it.
SK are now on the dragon.
They're first for Crowny here. Certus goes in for Crowny, but can't quite get there. Now LeBron is feeling a little disturbed. He gets down with the quickness as they ride in the Arcane, finds Certus. The dragon helping out BDS as well as Exakick's locked up. He has to flash, but the killer instinct lives up to its name as BDS clean out the fight.
Certus had to flash for that knock. If he did it, he would have gotten both of them, and then SK could follow up, but the second he misses and flashes back, that's it. He's got no escape. BDS can just pull the trigger and start to flash forwards on top of them. They get the dragon, they're going to get mid-tier 1. They're pinging their Herald as well, so the game might have just fallen apart for SK.
BDS are just executing these fights better. When we think back to a gold lead that's not impossible to come back from.
Whoa! That must have been a Void Seeker plus the Rite of the Arcane, right? Oh, he dies! The Void Seekers! The TP coming in now from Irrelevant, but as he joins the fray, you have to feel he's going to live up to his name pretty sharpish. Dashing away again, but those killer Void Seekers are just doing so much work. They continue to hit. Nuke and Crowny in another...
Maybe he's going to Zerath ult here again and just have a bit of fun with it.
There we are. Right of the Arcane comes down. DOS has to dodge.
He's not scripting.
Manages to do that.
So hard. Look at this. The longer this goes on, the worse it gets.
How do you hard engage?
Kai'Sa W, Zerath Q.
Poke.
Yep. Emilio's almost already out of the fight with one more skill shot landing. And
how are you going to hard engage a killer instinct in? It does! is dead. Marcoon rooted up as well. The right of the arcane. Last rites for Marcoon. Nuke misses the last shot just to show that something from BDS can miss this game. But right now, 23 minutes in, they are 5,000 gold ahead. They will have an Ocean Soul. There's a Baron for them if they...
With the win rate of Xerath, BDS denied it.
That's not a bad line.
It's not a great one, though.
It's not great, but it's solid. The apprehend comes out. Adam trying to have a little bit...
It's good poke.
It's good poke, but, you know, we know, you know.
Yeah. Certus is 2 levels down
gonna
on
go for the
Crowny.
ult W? No, it's too far.
Yeah, Crowny's 2 levels up on his own top lane.
Crowny's 7 levels up on DOS. Could you see?
I've seen people be AFK and have less of an XP deficit. DOS is low, LeBron's going to lock up Certus. He knows that he doesn't even need to go for DOS. He'll fall to Sheo. He smites him. And SK have just been routed here. BDS bring out the Xerath, and it works wonders for them. Adds that little bit of poke into their composition, and SK, well, left floundering, unable to find an answer. BDS 1 game away from at least international competition. 1 game away from a 4th seed for LEC.
Yeah, calm, genius, collected.
He's really going to limit your mobility with his miasma. Going to have a very comfortable laning phase into the Akali. And he's going to be dealing a lot of damage later into the game. Anything with this advantage.
Yeah,
no flash top lane.
He has a cookie as well, irrelevant.
Oh,
so
Adams, is he looking for the demolish again? He's going to get knocked up.
I think he's dead.
Yeah, he's dead. He's got no E. He's got no flash. He's got nowhere to go as the relevant flashes forward for the brittle proc. And across the wall comes Marcoon. And that alligator's going to be boots pretty soon. First blood to SK.
Just 1 more minion, he's going to level up, and that's the play, I think. He's going to have to kill a minion.
Riddle kills the minion. Where are you going to go, Adam? Marcoon's on the chase. The knockback. The Call of the Forge got enough, and SK playing.
A wave here, though, so they're pushing out bot to get 6 on the Vi.
Ooh, yeah, this is good for Marcoon.
And Certus is running straight there. I don't think they're in time, though. Nice try.
You're right.
To a static shiv. It just clears them out too easily, and that's exactly what Crowny did. DOS here is going to be locked up. Concussive blows. Permafrost first. Concussive blows second. There's the cease and desist. Exhaust immediately onto Marcoon as he's locked up in the middle of 3 members of BDS. And Marcoon is left to his own devices. He's flashed into the wall. A face plant to end all face plants there. It's not, so Certus is the one that has to deal with him. Pushing in that side lane. The collapse begins as Certus starts his back. Smite goes down. There's Adam with the TP first. Irrelevant going forward. Glacial Fissure has been used. Irrelevant's going to get locked up, and Adam on the front line is being exactly the same. He tries to slice and dice his way away, but Certus comes in just in time to get a consolation. Okay, who do still have, at the moment, about an 800 gold lead. Going to be pulled back a little bit here as BDS knock up. Riptoad now put down in the mid lane by SK as they realize the timer's ticking. 15 seconds on that Cloud Dragon. Adam continues to push in top, does have the TP. Irrelevant pushing forward. Diving. There's the cease and desist as they try and get onto Nuke. Petrifying Gaze has been used as well, and Nuke is in a bouncy castle of hell. He's locked up, and he's somehow surviving. The Call of Fortune coming out as well with Crowny, Adam, and Sheo still alive. A 2-for-1 so far in favor of SK.
DOS doesn't have the ult either, so it's just a hook that you have to rely on. Crowny no flash. There's the TP. Behind, here comes Nuke as well. It's round 2 on the cards, but a lot of ultimates missing for SK.
For both teams, in fact, no ultimates for BDS either. It's a pure out fist fight, an all-right brawl here in the river. Adam locked up for a second, gets the damage down onto DOS, and Nuke's already killed off Irrelevant. There's the Dragon as well. It's down to about 3,000 HP, 1-for-1. Both the top laners have fallen. And with it, SK's hopes, it seems, of stealing away this Dragon. BDS secure it, their third extra kick. Pushing forward to the mid lane. The collapse perhaps from DOS as Sheo gets hooked up. The dredge line will find its mark, and Sheo will fall.
SK now coming alive a little bit. They lost.
Breakable goes down. Certus now dashing forward. Sheo looking for the flank as DOS is locked with the Glacial Prison. And DOS will get the death charge off with the lightning crash. They jump onto Crowny. The Petrifying Gaze finds a 2-man stun, and Crowny has the time to survive to dive away, but in the end he dies. Certus dashing away 8-1 in 2023 on the champ, but BDS don't give a damn. They'll shut him out of the fight.
This will be the Baron, and that could very well be the series being secured for BDS. They're going to wait for Crowny to come back. Smite secured. All 5 members have the diving in together, but once they're in and that miasma's down, it becomes really hard to really do anything else.
Next up Tier 1 in the mid. They continue just to take this standing gold off the map, and SK can only stand and watch as their waves are pushed in. The World's qualifying series in the eyes of both these teams, but BDS can almost taste it. Glacial Fissure used onto Certus. Lightning Crash coming down as well. They can't quite find the stun on him, but they'll force him out of the fight. And now BDS know they have a man advantage as they group as 5 in mid to look for the tier 2.
TP flanks are going to come in from Certus. His TP's about to spawn. They have wards behind.
And Shadow can just go in. There's the TP flank, but already they've locked up Irrelevant. He's down to half HP. The Miasma down as well as Certus is isolated towards the top of the fight. SK can look for a re-engage. Call of the Forge got a possibility. Cease and desist available as well. 4 seconds on the flash as Marcoon dives in, and the dash from Certus as well. Marcoon already down to competitive engage with lock up Certus as he dashes and dances and prances his way through the fight. 2 for 2 so far. The Call of the Forge got for the re-engage. Next pick, still alive. Crownie unable to step far enough forward as SK strike back.
50 seconds
Wait for more items to be completed.
Level 16 on the Cassiopeia. Shield bow ready for the Zeri.
BDS gain control of the top side. Tier 2 remain in bot and
Here we
top
go.
for them as Sheo steps forward. Marcoon going onto Sheo. The hook lands onto LeBron, but Sheo so tanky as Certus tries to dive onto the backline. He's already down to half HP. SK know their lives are on the line here as they find one. A good penetrating gaze onto Certus, but he has time to pop the stopwatch, and that means he does not go pop. He flashes away from the extendo beam from Crownie, and BDS have to retreat. The hook just wide. Nuke trying to retreat, trying to survive as Marcoon goes forward once again. The recall out from Adam. He doesn't have TP to join back in with this fight. Crownie, Sheo, and Nuke are left alone. The bush next to the pixel bush. They keep getting spotted on that vision. It gives SK a lot of information as Crownie steps a little bit too far forward. Irrelevant has to flash away though, and Crownie is behind the shield. The Unbreakable, the exhaust onto Certus. Crownie takes down one. Certus trying to dash and dive and do everything he can, and he manages to get the shutdown. Now it's all on Nuke, but he's rooted and taken out of the fight. SK.
Leprov did everything that he could to keep his AD carry alive. The exhaust was good onto Certus, but the dive was just a fight. He is completely unleashed. Level 16 for him. Working towards his 4th item.
Adam's going to answer it though with a tier 2 of his own, pushing in that top lane.
Can play on 2 lanes though, can't they, SK? They can move into mid now if they want to get that. Going to ping him out here. So Adam's going to go over the wall, try and zone away the Sakali. Dragon pulled out, it's going to reset.
Adam keeping Certus at bay. Single fight.
He's trying to force the Akali ult. He's trying to make it so he can tank it.
Adam going into Certus. He still has the GA. Meanwhile, on the bottom side of the fight, Sheo's down to half HP, but he'll heal up a little bit. Certus at 400 as Crownie flashes and takes the kill, and now it's a 4v5. The hook doesn't quite connect because Nuke pops the stopwatch. Sheo going in, exit kick, praying to every Guardian Angel he can find. Gabriel, Azrael, do whatever you can to keep exit kick alive, but Crownie takes him out, and the Guardian Angels are more like a devil on their shoulders as SK are locked out of the fight, and BDS will march towards victory.
BDS do it once more. They outperform SK in the fight, and they only lose the jungler. They're going to secure the Herald. They're going to put themselves in such a powerful position, and SK can do nothing but watch as the Elder Dragon favors BDS today.
What a fight from Exekick, trying his best. Certus wasn't in the fight. Crownie used his flash to get that kill. And as much as he tried, Exekick, he failed. The damage is just way too much from the Cassio and the Zeri. Seconds maybe. Probably 4 seconds, so it's gone 3, 2, 1, and SK are here.
Irrelevant going in though. Marcoon can't find the engage. Glacial Prison being used on Irrelevant, and already he's down to 3rd HP. Gargoyles will shield him up, but will it be enough? He goes unstoppable, he gets healed as well. Cease and desist on the backline, but Irrelevant's already down, and now DOS up towards the top of the fight, can't get anywhere. Certus locked up as well by Lebrov, and Nuke the Miasma comes down, and Certus tries to dip his way away, but only he and Exekick are left standing for SK.
Desperation for SK. They tried to force the fight and they just fall apart. BDS with the Baron are looking for the Nexus. They're looking for the 3-0, and they're looking for that international spot.
A spot in our final 4 beckons BDS. SK have done everything they can to hold them at bay, but it seems like it's not enough for today as Certus steps in and is put into the dirt. Exekick will feather storm, but the only storm brewing is one for BDS. The Nexus falls, and BDS will be going into